name is Peter. I'm a singer and a guitarist in a band called VADER. And tonight we're in Dublin, in beautiful Ireland, and we have a show. Two main reasons why we're here tonight. Salty's mini album and Black to the Blind, two albums we're going to play as a whole for the first time actually. And more, of course. But actually this is like kind of new idea. So we like following since 2 years to play the whole album after 2 years for fans. Well, just to bring back the classic of VADER for a new generation of our fans. So we have total 24 shows, and this is almost done. It's like 6 shows left, and actually the half of the shows we did in Germany, and you know, response was like better than we ever expected. So the idea of playing the whole album came 2 years ago. We started with Dead Profundis, just in Poland. That was 2 weeks. Last November we did the same with Black to the Blind and Salty's in Poland, and it was like over 20 shows. So the interest was higher, and nobody expected that there would be so many interested agents and places in the whole Europe to do the same. So actually this is the first part of Back to the Black tour. That's how we call it. It's most shows in Germany, Holland, and you know, always like UK and Ireland, some shows in France, and the next part we plan for April, May. It's going to be like more in the south of Europe. It's going to be as well like about 24, 25 shows. So all in all, we started since like little clubs in Poland with 14 shows, and now we have a big tour in the whole Europe with about like 75 shows or something like that. So that's big progress, and of course I'm happy that the fans, the VADER fans, they like that idea, and they still want to like bring back those albums who became classic for us, for them, after years. And so why we here? You know, metal is about playing live. Metal is about the stage, and I cannot imagine to be a band, a metal band, and just record albums and to forget about like playing shows and to tour. And since our first big tour, that was in 1993 with Walter Gray, that was the first time we broke through the West. So we play every year, average 100 shows. So this is really important thing for us, and it's not going to change in the future. VADER is pretty strong on stage, and our fans know that. And actually this is which inspires me, the stage and playing live, the sweat and blood. And this is how I feel metal, this is how I express myself in the best way on stage, and this is how metal speaks the best to all of us, because we fans as well, so we should feel like we are on both sides on the stage, but we feel the same. I'm a man who's just like taking lessons from what happened, so I don't really think that I could or I want to change something which happened in the past. You know, you can't change what already happened. But we can take lessons and try to avoid the same problems if the problems were in the future, right? So actually our very first show was not even a show. That was like, it was a stage, it was a band, and we had like maybe 30 minutes on stage in a high school, and actually there was something called discotheque, so we were kind of like bonus, and not everybody liked that idea, so we were just too loud for like so many people, kids, like girls, when they wanted to dance, you know, not to bang a head. So that was somewhere in 83 or 84, so just after we started the band, so years ago, and it's, you know, the really first show we could name a show was in '85, at the end of '85, and that was in our city in Austin, and there were like a couple of student clubs, so that was a place for like 50, 100 people maximum. So that was the very first performances. Really, you can. There was a real show of VADER, not just performances as a bonus. That was like shows with handmade posters, with spikes, you know, chains, and you know, equipment, and that was the very first, like '85 actually. So that was not easy, but I will never forget that, because those hard days always deep in the heart, and it's never gonna be forgotten. So a new album, of course we still collecting the new ideas. I even name the title, and I call the album Straight to Hell, but this is just a working one, so I'm pretty much sure that's going to be changed in the future. Like, but you know, for me, the title means the real beginning of new work. So I already started to get some sketches, some riffs, some lyrics already, but we entered the studio at the end of the year, about October probably, so do not expect the new album until January, February 2014. Now we are on tour, now we focus on like live performances, and we have like managers this year, like also festivals, so until this is not gonna be done, so we're not gonna think about and talk about like new album more serious. But of course everything is just here, and we just need time in October to bring all that all together and to create a new album. You know what means hidden talent? You know, it's hard to say, because some people think they're really talented, but they're not. So I'm not that kind of guy who would try to be proud and kind of, you know, to show that I'm so much talented. Talent, you know, it's about talents. It's all the people who decide you're talented or you're not. So you may ask my friends, my family, like fans, you know, if I have any like hidden talent. You know, it's hard to say myself. I'm not as proud yet, just to say like I'm so talented. You know? Not me. You know, I'm not really like a football fan. You know, I was following sometimes this like international meetings, and just, you know, because it's nice, you know, to spend time later. But I'm not like a real fan. You know, I was more focused on music, you know, since the past, you know. But I know that like at least 50% of metal fans are so much into football. In Poland, every second Polish like boy is like a football fan. So in such a situation, tonight's not the good, not like the best for us. But I'm sure it's not gonna be bad, because there's still people like me who prefer music over football. Actually, if football is finished, there's still time to join the show at the end, even to, yeah. So I think Dublin would be good. So, you know, I'm not a politician, so I'm not gonna like take your time. My message is easy, like just support metal, come to the shows, support music, and have fun. Because like listening to metal with no fun doesn't make sense. So, see you soon. We're waiting for you.